Following the end of World War II, superpowers did not enter a period of rest. Instead, they launched a massive, secretive mobilization to the extreme edges of the Earth, utilizing levels of military force previously reserved for total war. In 1946, the United States dispatched Task Force 68 to the Antarctic. This fleet included 4,700 men, 13 ships, and a full-sized aircraft carrier, all sent to the frozen, barren edge of the known world for Operation Highjump. Years later, the focus shifted from the horizontal limit to the vertical. Under Operation Fishbowl, the military began firing high-yield nuclear weapons straight up into the atmosphere, detonating them at the very edge of the sky. Official government records categorize these missions as standard procedure. Highjump was presented as geographical exploration, while Fishbowl was framed as routine weapons testing. However, the simultaneous timing and massive funding of these operations, one striking the absolute bottom of the map, the other at the extreme ceiling of the sky, suggests a unified military objective focused on the physical boundaries of our environment. Modern civilian researchers have documented a recurring anomaly that challenges our understanding of the upper atmosphere. When independent high-altitude rockets reach a specific elevation, they appear to strike an invisible ceiling, halting their ascent instantly. This is not a gradual stall, it is a violent impact. The surrounding air shows a physical reaction, with shockwaves rippling like water. These civilian sightings provide a new context for declassified military footage. In many of the nuclear tests from Operation Fishbowl, the mushroom clouds do not dissipate. Instead, they exhibit a distinct flattening at the top, as if the blast is being forced to pool against a solid surface. These high-altitude results indicate that the military was conducting a brute force survey. By observing how these blasts interacted with the sky, they were mapping a physical barrier that our current maps do not account for. The results of these tests align with an ancient understanding that predates the modern globe. For millennia, humanity described the structure of the universe as a cosmic egg. This wasn't a localized myth. Ancient cultures across the globe, from the Norse to the Egyptians, all utilized a nearly identical cosmological blueprint depicting an enclosed egg-like structure. In this model, Earth is a level plane of concentric rings, totally enclosed within a massive dome. These rings are separated by electromagnetic barriers, modernly called Van Allen belts. Geocentrically, they are toroidal fields, energetic borders keeping each zone completely isolated. Viewed through this lens, the Earth is not an object floating in a vacuum. It is a highly engineered, closed containment system with explicit physical borders. This architectural model redefines the objectives of the Cold War. Operation Highjump was not an expedition to a continent at the bottom of a ball. It was a survey of the horizontal layout of our world. In the cosmic egg model, the Antarctic is the massive outer perimeter, a continuous ice wall containing our oceans and bounding our toroidal field. Once the horizontal limit was mapped, the military turned its focus upward to the vertical limit. Operation Fishbowl was an attempt to test the firmament, the solid dome that sits just above the toroidal fields. These nuclear tests were a literal assault on the ceiling of our world. This effort echoes the Tower of Babel. Humanity used its most advanced technology to forcefully bypass the structural limits of the system we inhabit. The barrier held, and the toroidal fields remained impassable. Following these failures, the military agencies transitioned away from brute force, adopting a sanitized public narrative that reframed our physical reality. While the public was told a story of limitless expansion, the secret of the barrier remained embedded in the specific language used to describe modern missions. If the firmament is a solid ceiling, then flying upward to land on a star is impossible. Stars are simply luminaries attached to the dome. This renders the modern concept of vertical space travel a physical dead end. In a system of concentric rings, outer space describes a horizontal destination, not a vertical one. It refers to the outer lands, the adjacent ecosystems of the cosmic egg that lie beyond the Antarctic perimeter. Our world is sealed by design. This means human expansion and extraterrestrial encounters are not matters of escaping into the vacuum above, but of exploring the vast horizontal lands that exist just beyond our known borders.